Hey y'all, happy Easter at the toy box. Once again, it's been a very busy couple of weeks. That's why I haven't been posting anything. Took delivery of that car over there, which I'm going to show you here in probably another video because I'm going to focus on this thing. I talked about this guy for the last couple weeks, actually a couple months. This is what I traded the Taycan S, not even the S, it was just the Taycan on. It was that silver Porsche I had. There's things about that that bugged me, mainly the aesthetics. I'm not a wagon guy. And so I decided to trade it in on this after taking delivery of the i4 that you guys have all seen me do some videos on. So this is let me just show you, 2023 BMW iX M60 in oxide gray. I'm gonna show you guys more after I get done cleaning it, but if you guys ever build one of these, just take note that the upgraded leather option that you can pick, it's more of a dark navy blue than it is anything else, not black. Like here's next to some black right there. Doesn't look bad, not my first choice. Had it been more clear to me, I would have probably picked black, but I want to talk about this thing a little bit, and I've been driving it around for about 2 weeks now, and I want to give you some of my first impressions of the car. Spoiler, it's really great, really fun. There's not a whole lot that I can complain about, but I'm gonna do a time-lapse video of me cleaning it up. I haven't washed it yet. It is fully wrapped in clear bra. They didn't do this part because this is apparently some self-healing section, I guess. Gets hit with a rock, it heals itself. I'm skeptical about that, but that's what they say. So I'm doing this first initial wash. I'm gonna actually coat it, and I thought I would film that entire process for you guys. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. been almost 6 hours since that last clip of me putting that CS3 coating on here. We had an Easter party that I had to stop what I was doing and attend that, and so that took a little break from here, but everyone's gone. We cleaned up. I did a ceramic coating, or one of those quick Adams detail, or what is it, graphene ceramic coating. Not like a true ceramic coating, but like, you guys know what I do. It's quick, it's easy, it lasts several months, not several years, but you just top coat it and you're good to go. So let me walk you around this a little bit. This is the 2023 BMW iX M60 that I traded the Taycan on. I mentioned earlier in the video. I ordered oxide gray, and it's not a whole lot of options you can do on these cars just yet. There's basically an exterior trim, which you can see I did not go with that little gold accent, because I think that's more of a feminine, that's the best description of it. It changes out this, I hate gloss black, but I thought this was better than the matte gold, I guess. But it changes out like your lower mirrors, I think your handles, and a few other pieces, maybe the trim around the windows, I think, I'm not sure. The front has more gold on it. Anyway, so I went with the oxide gray with the black accents. I did the black arrow wheels. As I was cleaning this, I'm curious if it's like Tesla, where I can maybe take out these inserts. That might make this wheel look a little bit better. It's quite the lip to get down to the barrel, so I don't know if that's ever going to get really fully clean without taking the wheel off. The iX doesn't come, as I said, with too many options you can do. It's just color, and that's basically it. I did the Amito, I think it's what it's called, extended interior package. Not crazy about the navy blue, but I mean, it's something different. I wish it were black, but it's nothing to complain about. The Bowers & Wilkins audio, I believe, is standard on the iX M60. A lot of the stuff, you know, it's kind of like the Turbo S that I had. You know, if you're going to spend this much money, you might as well spend another 5%, if that, well, maybe a little bit more, and get the higher trim up, because you get more power, but you're also getting all the options that would be on the lesser trim, if that makes sense, as standard. This is that goldish color that would have been on the outside. See, it's not bad, but I don't think that would look good on the outside. I think it's more of a feminine color, kind of like these. I wish they gave you an option for like carbon fiber on the trim, and maybe got rid of these or something, maybe look a little more sporty. But the interior is super nice. This comes with the Amito gray, or the Amito interior too, otherwise it would have been a gloss black. I was a little concerned about me hitting my head on this, but my head sits more up here. I bet if you're a female and you have long hair, you probably get that stuff snagged in here pretty easily. I was a little skept out about this little opening, kind of gave me minivan vibes. And I wish it were a little bit tighter. My legs, you know, here, I'll sit in here for you. I got loads of room. Like, granted the door's open, but see, it doesn't go this way. There's just almost too much room up here. It's not bad. There's no such thing as too much room, but you know what I'm saying? It's just this kind of, I wish it was more, I wish I held you in more. Speaking of that, the other thing I'm not really crazy about is the bolsters. These don't look terrible, but this is not a slow car by any means, and it handles like any of these. I'm not even kidding. It's really quite sporty, and I tend to not get as much grip because of those bolsters, or lack thereof. Ooh, I gotta change out the license plate frame still. But let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna let it sit in cure for a couple days. I'll drive the i4 for a little bit. So far, my first 2 weeks with it, it's been really, really nice to drive. It's really nice to have an SUV that is not sluggish. If you remember, I went from the Macan to the i4, and while the i4 was being ordered, I drove the Taycan, and while this was being, anyway, I haven't had a quick SUV since like X6, I want to say 2019, I think was the last one I had. Those are really quick cars. They just came out, the redesign. It looks really sharp too, and I would consider if I didn't like this so much. But the Macan was sluggish. Sorry, I'm a Porsche fanboy. I mean, you wouldn't think it now that I have 3 Beamers, but this is very, very fast. Also, there's not an angle that I do not like this car. I wish the side windows were a little more squished. There's a lot of black there, maybe that's what's throwing me off. And at night, you know, this kind of blends in or disappears, and then this looks larger. But if they had squished this down just a little bit, made it look a little more mean, I think that would have made a pretty big difference. But there's no angle on this car that I find to be unattractive. That front end is just mean. You either love it or you hate it, from what I'm reading online. And the back end, I haven't heard any complaints about this, nor do I have any, because it's just mean look. I like the smoked out taillights. It's nice and wide. There's plenty of room in the back. And of course I had to go, what the hell, we're dripping? Had to go with the WeatherTech cargo mat. But look how much space I have back here. There's loads of room. This is kind of weird. This is that DOT requirement where if you have your trunk open, you still need to have your hazards on. That's what they have those built in. Audi does something similar to it as well. The wheels there was a couple options. I wanted to do all season tires because I do plan on driving this as a daily, and especially in the wintertime. And it was this style of rim or the same exact rim but with a kind of a brushed aluminum outside or exterior, or what am I saying, outer lip. And I thought this was a better looking option. One thing I gotta remember is I did not wear the right attire. That's why I wear sweat or gym shorts and just a crappy t-shirt when I detail cars. I sweat my ass off today. I gotta get out of here. It's almost, let's go after 8. It's not too bad. I did purposely leave a little something in the background. You guys can try to find it of the next upcoming video. It was a car that I got the day after this. Something I didn't plan on buying. I didn't order it. I saw it online, a speculation. I inquired about it. I gave them a lowball. They accepted. Then I asked for free freight. They accepted. And then I got the call that this came in, and I told the dealership about it. I'll explain this in the video once I do announce or show this one off. And I was like, hey, I just got the iX. I don't know if I can get approved for financing on this thing. I just, you know, screwed myself over with this thing once again. But let's see what the managers say about this. And then I offered them even bigger lowball, and they accepted. So the car is here. Let me know what you guys think. Love it, hate it. Wish the interior was black. I agree. I will say this too, out of all the hundreds of cars I've cleaned, this is on my top 5. Everything was just so smooth. There was no like crazy lines besides the dripping that we just saw on the tailgate. There wasn't a whole lot of surprises with water getting trapped, unlike the Wagoneer that holds on to water for weeks and it's just disgusting. This thing, just the curvatures, the smoothness of the going from one panel to another was very pleasant. That's probably the best way I can put it. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.